Today we are going to be installing some seat covers that we have covered in the past and they fit extremely well. So we decided to get another set for a third gen Tacoma this time. So what you guys see here are the seat covers that we've installed in the past in the 6th gen 4Runner. And we have this exact same set now for the 3rd gen Tacoma. So you can see here, it is the pattern of the newer gen TRD Pro style. So kind of like that multi-cam camo look on it, where there's kind of black, gray, and kind of white in it, which looks really good in my opinion, with the added red stitching as well to add a little bit of color to it. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the fitment and the install of these seat covers. So we're going to cover all that. So stay tuned if you guys are interested in that. So we're going to start in the front. First thing we need to do is to remove the headrest. So we are going to start with the back of the seat. On the back seat, there is a zipper on there. So if you need to, you can unzip it to make it a little bit easier to pull over the back section, or you can leave it, totally up to you. So just feed the back over just like so. It is side specific to driver or passenger, and the giveaway is going to be the airbag tag right on the side here. Just make sure it's on the outside. If it's on the inside, then you probably have the wrong side. We're going to pull it all the way down as far as we can. And what we're going to do is we're going to line up the headrest pins right on top here. So we're just going to massage that until these are completely around. And then you want to try to pull it down as much as you can to make it nice and snug. Then we need to feed these flaps in between the back seat and the bottom. Next, we're going to be doing the bottom. Grab your bottom, like so. And then we're going to be feeding the straps and everything through the back, basically getting all these flaps back there. And if your straps are looped already, undo them and then tuck them in. And when you're tucking in the sides and the front section, it is going to be really tight up against the plastic. So just take your time. And if you have a plastic pry tool, you can use that to shove it down as well. Now on the back side here, in order to get in between the back and the bottom, you have to reach underneath, and you'll feel these straps down there that you'll undo. There's one on each side, and they're essentially just these plastic tabs that are about an inch wide, and it's just shaped like a U. It's basically just hooking into some metal rod underneath here. So once you have that, you can open the flap up like this. That way you can access right between the bottom and the back and pull all the slack through here. So this is what it looks like on the underside of the seat. We're going to be pulling the straps all the way through there and then tying it on this side here with the flaps that we pulled out earlier, and then pulling it tight. So on the back of the factory seats, there is this plastic that you can either just tuck up behind the seat covers. We're actually going to trim it completely, and we're just going to fold that up and tuck it behind the backside of the seat cover. And the main reason why we're doing that is so we can Velcro the bottom to the back. So on the back side, you pull that white strip out, which will be the rough side of the Velcro. For the bottom flaps, we're going to tuck it up as high as we can, both flaps, and then we're going to Velcro it together. So you definitely don't have to pull the front seats, but it is a lot easier to do, and it does make a cleaner job just because you can actually see everything underneath there. And it really only takes about 5 minutes or so to pull the seats off. In the kit, you'll get these metal hooks that you'll attach onto the straps. There's a slit right in the middle of it, so just feed the strap through that, and then you'll pull and then find somewhere to hook it onto, so that way it provides enough tension. First step, we're going to pull the headrest off. Do that to all of them. Then we start with the back seat cover. We're going to start with the top, just to have something to actually hook onto. You can see that we got the seat belt over the center of it. And then we're going to feed the flaps on the bottom down. And then we're going to reach on the other side and pull the flaps through. Once you have the straps down there pulled through, you can then tie or start the straps together and pull tension. Next, you need to feed the headrest holes through the seat covers. And then there's a strap that runs from side to side as well. Install that one, and then the bottom one as well. Then for the rear, just like the front, we're going to tuck it in, and then from the bottom, pull the strap through, and then tension it with the buckle. Then repeat that with the other straps. There's also some bungee cords right in the center that you can pull to tension everything around the edges. All right, so here is the final installed result here. Passenger side. There's the rear a little bit. So let's go through kind of the fitment and everything. Kind of first, I guess, thoughts on everything. So let's start down here. So there's some creases down here, which obviously will work its way out. That's just from like shipping and kind of being crushed inside the box. So that'll come out, but you can see here, nice and tight all the way through here. The fitment up front is great as well. So the bottom, I really like this. This fits just like the 6th Gen 4Runner that we did these same seat covers on. So this fits nice. There's no large air bubbles or anything like that. Now the back is nice as well. There's a little bit of play right here, but that's because it needs to be tucked in right there. Some excess material. So the back fits really well. There is an air pocket here, but again, I really like having some air right here just because it provides a little bit more of a cushion, so it feels pretty good on your back. But obviously these are seat covers, so they're not going to be super stitched into the actual fabric or material in the back like factory seats would come. So these are going to be as best as it can be. Now for the headrest, top is nice and tight. The bottom, however, there is a little bit of a slack, just a tiny bit though. And then you can see here where the Velcro is, but overall, pretty good fitment. And I think these will come out as well with some time, but you can see here, pretty tight. If there was any slack, you would see it where I'm pinching, but overall, pretty good. I do wish that these would be tucked under a little bit more so that way you don't see it, but not too bad overall. And here's kind of the full picture of everything. Now here is the passenger side. fitment, pretty much the same as the driver's side, nice and tight all the way down there. Fits over there really well. This is nice and tight too on the sides and the shoulders. Same on this side. Same air pocket in the middle. Headrest looks great. Obviously, minus the part that's really the only part that I don't like about this whole front section of it. But overall, looks great, feels great, and I do like the pattern as well. So this is kind of like the newer gen Toyota TRD Pro style of pattern. So that's nice. It does come with a cover for the center console as well, which I generally don't like just because it's really hard to fit that unless you really have to stitch it into the actual material underneath. So you can see here, right there, kind of loose in the front as well, but not bad. We're adding a little bit of more protection for your elbow when you are driving. Now for the rear, fitment is great. You can see here, super tight, tight in the shoulders as well. Same kind of air pocket in the back there. Tight down here, nice and snug. This one here, you can pull the tension a little bit more to pull this material back a little bit, but nice and tight around the edges, and it feels really good. And you kind of saw all the crumbs and everything that was underneath here, just because the driver of this vehicle has 3 kids back here. So it gets trashed back here. So you saw the stains that were on the seats back here. So this is going to be way easier to clean now. Just wipe off with some cleaner, like detail cleaner or leather cleaner, or whatever you want to use on this. But all along here, nice and tight. This is the 60% section of the back seat. So kind of seamless through here. The headrest in the middle is actually pretty good. The 2 side ones, however, does have that same kind of material on the bottom, but actually the rear headrest fits a little bit better than the front ones, in my opinion. And then I forgot to mention there is a little bit of a red stitching as well on this, which adds kind of a nice touch, in my opinion. But here's a look from this side here. So pretty much the same kind of fitment and result all the way around as far as the fitment and how tight everything is on these seat covers. That's pretty much it. So overall install, it does take a little bit of time and it is a little bit tedious to massage and make sure everything fits well. But after all that, it will fit well, it will be snug, and you guys will like it. And I will have a 20% discount code down in the description for these seat covers, along with pretty much anything that is on Lexland's website. So you guys can go over there and check that out. But if you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you guys want to see. We'll see you guys in another video.